All right, so this is January 2019, question number one. Now, question number one A says, for 2 marks, we need to evaluate 3.8 times 10 square plus 1.7 times 10 cube. So this is the same as saying 3.8 times 100, because 10 square is 100, plus 1.7 times 1,000. So this is 380 plus 1,700. So this look as if it is what, 2,080? This look as if it is 2,080. And we're asked to write the answer in standard form. Now, whenever you write a number in standard form, the decimal point must come immediately after the first significant figure. So the decimal point must come immediately after the 2. So it's going to be 2.08 times 10 raised to a power. Now, the power is the number of times you move the decimal point from where it is to where it is now. So it was, the decimal point was here. You have to move it 1, 2, 3 times. So the power is 3. So the final answer here is 2.08 times 10 to the third. In II, we're told, it says, given your answer as a fraction in its lowest term, we need to evaluate this and write the answer as a fraction in its lowest term. What I normally do is that I normally write this in one line. So this is the numerator, which is a half times 3/5, that's the numerator, divide by the denominator, which is 3.5. So let's multiply this. If we are when you're multiplying fractions, what you do is that you cancel. When nothing can cancel, you multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. So 1 times 3 is 3, over 2 5s are 10. And this now is divided by, I'm going to convert the mixed number to an improper fraction. So it's 2, 3, 6, and 1, 7. So this is 7/2. All right, so how do we divide by a fraction? We're going to write back the first fraction. So that is 3/10. We're going to write that back. We're going to change the division sign to multiplication and invert the fraction you are dividing by. So when we invert 7/2, it becomes 2/7. So what we're going to do next is we're going to cancel. So 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 10 is 5. And when nothing can cancel, you're going to multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. So 1 times 3 is 3, over 5 times 7 is 35. All right, so we're doing question number 1. We have looked at question number 1A. Turning the page. All right, this says express the number 6 as a binary number. All right, so this is how we do that. We're going to divide 6 by 2. And we're going to put the remainder to the right. Now 2 goes into 6 3 times and remainder 0. 2 goes into 3 1 time and remainder 1. 2 goes into 1 0 times and remainder 1. Ladies, gentlemen, 6 base 10 is equal to, so reading the remainder column from the bottom up, it is 1, 1, 0 base 2. So 6 base 10 is 1, 1, 0 base 2. Question number 1C, this says, John bought a car for $65,000. If the value of the car depreciates by 8% each year, how much will the car be worth at the end of 2 years? Now, so this is depreciation, and here's how depreciation works. A depreciation of 8% is telling me that every year, the value of this car is going to depreciate by 8%. So whatever the value of the car is at the start of the year, by the end of the year, it's going to be valued 8% less. So for this car, the initial, so year one, the initial value is 65,000. And the final value, which is the value at the end of the year, is going to be what? 92% of the 65,000. So if something loses, there is what? 100% in a whole. So if something loses 8% of its value, at the end of the year, if during the course of the year, this car loses 8% of its value, at the end of the year, the value of the car is going to be what? 92% of what it was worth at the what? Start of the year. 92% because it loses 8% of its value. Ladies, gentlemen, 92% is the same as saying 0.92 times 65,000. Now, 92% is 92 over 100, and 92 over 100 is 0.92. So let's find out what this is. This is 0.92 times 65,000. All right, and I'm seeing 59,800. So the value of the car at the end of the first year is 59,800. All right, now year two. Now remember, every year, the initial value at the start of year two would be what? 59,800. Whatever is the value at the end of year one, that is the initial value at the start of year two. Now, the final value is going to be 8% less. So the final value is going to be what? 92% of what it was valued at the start of the year, which is 59,800. 92% is 0.92 times 59,800. So this is all right. I am seeing $55,016. This is $55,016. Let's turn the page. See if there's more. Apparently there's more. All right, D now. D says the table below shows the results obtained by a student in her CSEC mathematics examination. The maximum mark for each paper is given in the third column of the table. All right. So in the middle, we have the different papers. We have the percentage the person obtained, and we have the maximum amount of mark for every paper. we're to determine as a percentage the student's final mark. Determine as a percentage the final mark for the mathematics examination. All right, let's find out. First of all, let's find out how much you got for paper one. Now, for paper one, she got they did say her, so it's a she. For paper one, she got 55% of the total 30 marks. So 55% is she got 55% of the 30 marks. 55% is 0.55, or you could just say 55 over 100 times 30. So this says 16.5. So she got 16.5 out of the 30 on this paper. For paper two, she got 60% of the 50 marks. So 60% is 0.6 times 50. So this is 30. She got 30 out of the 60 marks for paper two. And for paper three, she got 80% of the 20 marks. So this is 0.8 times 20. And I think that is 16. So in total, she got that looks like 62.5, 62.5 marks out of 100. So her marks as a percentage, she got 62. She got 62.5 out of 100. That's the fraction. Then you multiply this by 100. 100 cancels 100. She got 62.5% on her CSEC examination.